What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This afternoon, we got folks on the phone. All right, Sarah Blair. She gonna tell us what's going on. The real, always real. She can't help but be that way. So she about to put it down. We're gonna pick it up. All right, what's up? How you doing?
Blessings of the Most High God. We always give praises due to Him first and foremost. Through Him, all things is possible. Without Him, we could do nothing. You know what I mean?
Facts. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For the people that's not familiar with you, tell them a little bit about yourself and where you from.
My name is Sarah Blair, a.k.a. Lion King Sarah. I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn, West Indian. You know, my father's Cuban, my mother's Bahamian. And I do my best, made strong, stay strong, bottom line. 16 and a half years, been incarcerated throughout the BOP and the DOC, which is the Department of Corrections, State, and Feds.
All right, for sure. And you be on their ass, too. You don't be letting them get away with their bullshit. You know what I mean?
Oh, nah, they be trying to handle me, but I don't let these cats handle me, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, especially with the administration. You know what I'm saying? This whole situation is set up for real, who's going at each other's necks, at each other's throats.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, most of us is up in here for economic crimes and things of that nature.
Right.
So we doing our best to, and not so much even, I could say, get what we need to get so we can go where we going, because, majority of individuals, we leaving out of here more of a liability than what it was that we was when we came up in here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much lack that goes on. There's so much oppression that goes on. There's so much of the constant state of anxiety that you live in here because of the psychological warfare that goes on, the physical abuse, the sexual abuse, all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Let's get into it. Put us on. Yeah, what's going on?
Oh man, currently, I was transferred from Adamsville, Alabama, FCI Adamsville, and they put me in Hazleton. I was transferred, at the end under a false PREA accusation, and PREA is a Prison Rape Elimination Act. Now the thing that was crazy about that was that the sister who had put the PREA, it wasn't against me. They called me SJ Stem. There was another transgender. I'm transgender, female to male, by the name of CJ. So the sister who put the PREA against CJ came and said, hey, you got the wrong person in the shoe or whatever. They said, don't you worry about that. We're going to take care of Blair. Y'all just two stay away from each other. They had me housed down there for 90 days. After the 90 days, they went ahead and shipped me to Hazleton. The sister the whole time when I was down there kept telling the captain, kept telling lieutenants that, you got the wrong individual down there under, something. People view rape worse than murder. You understand what I'm saying? And have me stepped over here. So I'm over here in Hazleton right now, and I got to promise you the conditions ain't no better. If anything, the situation, it might be lightweight worse on the same queue. But while I was down there in the shoe, the Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigations had interviewed the entire compound, asking us about the crimes and the contraband that was going on inside the compound. I don't know if y'all aware, but Dublin was shut down because of all the rapes that was going on with the staff and the inmates or whatever. And the same situation was going on over there in Aliceville. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And at the end of the day, there's so many things that have transpired between 2003 and now. Even before that, with Trump putting down the First Step Act, that's allowing folks to basically be able to come out half of their time or whatever. But it's like the institutions, they refusing to do the paperwork. They want to give you the long stroke, tell you lies that sound good, telling you that, oh yeah, the paperwork is in and things of that nature, but they're not doing none of that. You know what I mean? It's like folks sitting up in prison and they ain't really got no business up in here. We sitting here dealing with no hot water at all for us to shower in. You understand? We dealing with black sludge coming through the grounds. We dealing with predatorial housing, or preferential housing as far as I'm putting us in cells of folks. I don't listen to people sitting there talking to me, people who's older than me. I'm 79. I'm still fine, but I'm 79. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Folks that's up, folks that's up. Now I'm exaggerating, but at the end of the day, with the young G's, you understand? Cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you have a two-man cell, and the cell is really suited for one person, and the person want to sit there and undress, dress, take a shower, maybe wash up or whatever, and you have those who refuse to come up out of the cell so these people could go ahead and have some semblance of privacy, something wrong.
Yeah.
People standing there sitting there talking about, this is my cell too, this is my cell too, I'm going to lay in this bed and I'm not going nowhere. You got individuals, real talk, that's like 45, 50 years old, and you got individuals up in here now, 20 years old, 23 years old, and somebody, feminine, female coming up in there. You got a transgender up in there, transgender don't want to come about. You know what I'm saying? Come on, folks done been through all kind of rapes and all kind of trauma in their lives. You know what I'm saying? What is it that they subject these individuals to?
Yeah.
And or you have an individual like myself, transgender, female to male. You understand? saying, I have a feminine female who might be having a crush on me. I'm not feeling the sister. However, this is her cell too. So she want to go ahead and plant herself up in the cell, where to the point where I got to open up the door and keep the door open so she don't sit there and call prayer on me because she don't want to leave up out because she feel like she around me when I'm undressing and vice versa. She could go ahead and have some kind of sexual advances against me.
Right.
And if I don't go ahead and respond to these here sexual advances, you understand, she wants to administration and things of that nature.
Right. Yeah, it's yeah, that's a lot right there. That's a lot to unpack. Everybody deserves privacy, and to refuse to give somebody privacy is a red flag or some other type of shit right there. Like, come on. That don't take shit. Step out to 7 to 12 minutes. Like, come the fuck on. Unless you sit down in the bed, like, move around. What's happening?
Big facts. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Folks don't want to move around, and the administrations, they allowing these inmates to go ahead and dictate, you know, how they moving, and if you don't like it, like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, they want to go ahead and threaten your liberties. I'm going to go ahead and put you in the shoe. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be just talk about the shoe that sit there and gives you underwear that's worn by other individuals with people's blood stains on there, where there's no hygiene.
Yeah.
They only ever get the hygiene or whatever. They give you a small little shampoo pack that you're supposed to wash your whole body with. Most folks sitting there. I've been saying something. I was in the shoe with a sister who had to go on a hunger strike for her to get some monostat because she done received a yeast infection from trying to put that soap down there. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? There ain't no heat. You got water coming in. You got hope coming in through the cracks of the wall. You got roaches, all kind of bugs coming in through the crack of the walls. No hot water down there. You stuck in the box. You understand? People sitting there with all kind of allergies, food allergies and things of that nature. They feed you whatsoever. They sitting there playing with your food. They won't give you no special diet, no medical care. They not give you the medication that you prescribe. And
this call is from a federal prison.
They cure you of any kind of ailment that you may have, so they don't got to treat you for nothing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Come on now.
I do.
We got a sister up in here right now that's under attack. Her name's Starbrand. That's Cardi B's friend. You know, Cardi B utilized her platform to go ahead and put a couple of issues that's on, you know what I'm saying, that's going on here on blast to assist her friend. Like myself, you know what I'm saying? We've been a call. So with these new laws that had impacted between the new guidelines that's dropping folks 2 points, and I don't know if people know the point system or whatever. There was a point system that was put in place so they could determine as to how much your sentence was. Everybody noticed the government had given people how much additional time for whatever reasons or whatever. So, you know, Congress had put in place, you know, certain laws to go ahead and pass so folks can come up out of here because they realize there's a lot of unjust sentences that's going on. However, the courts are going ahead and say, oh, yeah, you qualify, but your sentence won't change, so we're not going to go ahead and give you no deduction. They sitting there bold-faced lying. We can sit here and look at the table and see if it was, instead of 2 points, you go down 1 point, people sitting there knocking off 60 months, 100 and something months.
Right.
Things of that nature where people sitting there going home. Let me tell you, so I don't care how much money you got. The one thing you cannot buy back is time. That's the most valuable commodity. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
We got something called unity where these people are supposed to put in place our paperwork so that we leave up out of here in a reasonable manner, in a reasonable time frame or whatever. They are so aware that, you know, things are supposed to be done, let's say, last year so people could be released this year. They refuse to do it. They say, oh, we understand. We don't have this, we don't have that. If you don't have all these things, release the people.
Right.
The same laws that y'all utilize to put us in prison is the same laws that have changed to have us released, and they refusing to do it. And we need assistance from the outside. We need assistance from the taxpayers.
I was about to ask you that. I was about to ask you, like, what do we do out here to push the needle to make this happen? Because we know they ain't going to do the shit.
For sure. You know, there's a senator right now by the name of Shelley Moore Capito, Shelley. Her first last name is Moore, Moore, last name Capito, Capito. Reverend Al Sharpton is supposed to get down with the situation. At the end of the day, it's not so much just we want to make noise and these are the problems. No. There needs to be a compliance board every between 30 to 90 days to ensure that inmates are getting the paperwork that needs to be done to get them released. Have these people released so that people who are not eligible to be released can get the proper care that they need, because now y'all have enough funds because, you know, they skimming.
Oh, man, and stealing.
They said misappropriation of government funds is at an all-time high up in here. They say they need $10 and they're using 50 cents for each individual.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The people who are eligible, like myself, who has housing upon release, who has employment, you know what I'm saying? Glory be to God with Leslie Creedle over there in Justice for Housing in Massachusetts. an individual like myself who could go ahead and aid and assist in our country, and making sure that individuals when they release, they have housing upon release. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things with people coming out of jail. They don't got no place to go or whatever the case might be. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's like, we have some semblance of relief, but we need assistance in getting there. So up here in Hazleton, we need eyes. We need light. But it's not even so much just Hazleton or Aliceville or Dublin. It's the BOP. So, we got all kind of separation that's going on. Republican, Democrat, all kind of bias, whether white, black, whatever the situation is. Let me tell you what the whole big scheme of this here situation is. Where we sit there looking, no matter what, who, like what, whatever the case might be, we all here in this here country. It ain't reasonable to think that this one group is going to be affected and not us. No, we all affected. So we all need to go ahead and put our hands in and sit here and push these individuals, whether it's through, I don't care if it's email, I don't care if it's social media, I don't care if folks got to reach out to the governance who's giving this country the monies to go ahead and fund this mass incarceration and prison system or whatever the case might be. This situation needs to go ahead and come to a head. You know what I mean? Force these unity individuals and giving us the FSA, the Fourth Step Act, and the Second Chance Act that we deserve. Go ahead and give these individuals who have to stay the treatment and everything that they need through medical, feeding them, housing, and things of that nature. And let's go ahead and push our country forward with education.